Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, your Kid. We're back again with another video. So, San Diego Comic Con is come and go. I'm ready for New York Comic Con to hurry up. And weirdly, this year there's been barely any stuff since like the big three haven't shown up. When I say the big three, I'm talking about Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, which I feel like, yeah, we're gonna start to get used to Comic Cons lately not having those guys around. But hopefully enough, I get a good lineup with mine because I kind of want to do some stuff. But for what they did show, I could just say, not too bad. Not a lot of big panels this year, but I want to say I wanted to wait till the last minute, so like that I could just say, oh, all the trailers I do want to talk about are out, and I could just shotgun these in one go. The first one I'm gonna say is, yeah, I'm really gonna be excited to what they're gonna show here is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because last year I got a tease of the poster for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with that showed Toy Freddy, and I was like, okay, they have the toy animatronics down, and we had a teaser a couple months ago that showed, oh, this isn't just going to be a little carbon copy of the first one. They're actually trying to expand, actually do horror on this time because I feel like the last movie it did a lot of world and lore building from the games, but the one thing that was missing about it was the horror element of it because I feel like, oh, you're supposed to look at these animatronics like the villains, but fans of the games who know the story at this point are like, they're not the bad guys. They're just trapped. And that was one of my complaints in the first movie where I feel like, oh, we know the characters, but the thing is that you can say this is a horror film, but there isn't any actual like horror element with these guys. You get the one scene where you see Foxy come around those guys in the actual restaurant trying to rob it, but I feel like we only heard the iconic scream once. In this, we're gonna have to see a couple things that we haven't seen in the first one, and also since we're adapting the second game, there's some other stuff you have to expand and explain here, which is like, so this isn't taking place in the past, but this is actually a sequel where it's taking place after the first movie, which that whole thing is gonna get explained here. I wouldn't have minded a prequel, but that's not the way these things operate. And I feel like if they wanted to do a prequel story, it would have been cool to at least adapt two, then one, and then do three on its own because I feel like that would have been the right way to do this. But hey, we got what we got. But funny enough, let's just get into the trailer because I'm down to see what they have going for next, and also just for the toy electronics to shine. In this case, let's take a look.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location.
Hmm.
This
Like a sister location?
is the original. Nobody's been here for decades.
Hmm.
Some little girl got murdered here.
Puppet.
Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Hmm. Oh.
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
Hmm.
How's Abby?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
So that's gonna explain like the little mini games. Oh, they got the song in here too as the, like the backdrop.
Oh no.
Mangle. All right.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Oh, okay, that's creepy to say. I didn't expect that one.
I'm not done with you.
Balloon Boy.
There's no way that'll work.
That's dumb, but I kind of like how they actually added that in. I don't know about you, but I feel like this trailer, I can just say it's almost like people hearing, "Oh, we wanted this, this, and this." Feels like a checklist of items that people wanted in the first movie that they're like, "Yeah, we had the first movie to establish the characters and the lore just so people can get an idea of what this world is like." But yeah, this tells me they listened and the sequel is going to have a lot more surprises than this. Some things that caught my eye is the first thing I just want to say the Freddy mask, where I feel like, yeah, I didn't expect something like that to be used somewhere along the lines of this movie because I feel like, oh, we just saw basically, oh, they could just be stopped by lightning, which is a reference to later on in the franchise. And Mike picking up the mask was just funny to me because I'm like, you don't think that those guys are gonna believe it, right? And funny enough, that actual video game element is being used, which is a little detail I feel like most adaptations try doing. Like when Doom did the whole first person shooter thing where the whole movie was movie and then it switched to that whole gameplay aspect mode. A couple things I did notice, like I know we're getting a little flashback to the earlier restaurant, which I feel like, oh, this is a separate location where I'm like, oh, they franchised out. So it basically explains that, yeah, it's funny enough also because this was also announced too that not only are we getting William Afton, but also Henry Emily is going to be a part of this thing. And funny enough, Skeet Ulrich from Scream is Henry Emily, which we actually have a little mini Scream reunion with actual ghost faces as the killers, and I guess one as the villain and the hero in this case. And as a big fan of Scream, I appreciate that aspect. But some other moments in this trailer kind of do stand out more than others because I feel like, yeah, we had some characters show up in the first movie, but also seeing separate characters where I feel like, oh, some of them how I know from the game, like the puppet. I didn't expect the giant gift wrap box for him to actually come out of. If you don't wind that music box, or I don't even know if a music box is going to be in there, and that's just a scare tactic, or just him walking around actually instead of just spawning somewhere. Mango's gonna seem like the fun one, actually grabbing alongside people and actually being a real threat this time going around. Because I thought Mango's gonna be the thing that just, oh, it's another Foxy is gonna be doing his thing, but not actually be on the field as it should have been. And we got a glimpse of the old animatronics, but I don't think those are exactly the ones we saw in the last movie because I feel like these are more Five Nights 2 inspired rather than the original. And if these guys are the original animatronics from the first movie, I wouldn't mind it as well because funny enough, I don't even know if anybody's gonna catch this reference, but there's this one shot that shows Foxy looking at something, but he squints his eyes. I don't even know if anybody might have caught that reference, but I feel like that's a little reference to one of the old Five Nights YouTube memes. Like, it's the night guard. And speaking of references to Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, I just want to say we had a little decent amount in the first one, and especially Matt Pat showing up as a little cameo. I just hope for the sequel, and hopefully they could actually try and move their way around this and actually say, you know what, we had Matt Pat for the first one, and it's been enough time. Let's just try to get Markiplier because I feel like with these video game adaptations and the people we actually grew up knowing who actually brought these games to the mainstream or who actually we watched growing up, I would have felt like Markiplier would have been a good candidate to be the night guard in the first one, but he was actually suggested, but he couldn't be able to do it. If they could try and squeeze him into this, I wouldn't mind it, but I'm gonna just say, yeah, I was there when this happened. Other than that, this trailer brought the horror, it brought the little bit of thrills, and funny enough, just that little wind up music box theme was like, yeah, they actually use this as an actual tactic in the trailer. I would have expected them to use a little different song or something they could say, oh, we could actually pull from the Five Nights music. But seeing as though that little piece of music is going to be in here, something tells me, yeah, you used the actual song, The Living Tombstones, in the first one. Hopefully you do it again, and something tells me that they are going to do it again because there's no way they're going to say no to it. Let me just say, trailer looks fun, and hopefully they do a panel later on because I still want to see some more out of this. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.